All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. I know we've got 2 of them that just came in, so sorry for the lag and not changing it, but thank you to Alo, Alex, Abby, and Thon. Thank you for joining in. If you want to check out Patreon link down below in the description. And I won't play the mint sponsor because I know some of you are getting annoyed of that. But taking a look at it, shout out to Yaman, value analyst, for posting this. Tesla discount vehicles across all models. Very interesting that they've ramped up discounts a little bit more because there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 days left in the month right now. But let's take a look at through all this list. But before we get into that, please hit that like button. It goes a long way to support the channel and the live streams and the video. And so thank you for that. But first one, Model S at $5,000 or up to $5,000 off. We've got a nice handy dandy screenshot right here where we can see $72,990 all the way down to $69,000. And you can see a lot of them actually are under this $70,000 threshold. So a nice, lovely price of $69,000. Model 3 up to $4,000 discount plus 1.99% financing. Of course, the 1.99% financing is only for the Model 3 standard range and only for 36 months, be at that as well. So really not anything that's something to bark at, but something is interesting here because they only highlighted the old Model 3, not really the new one, where yesterday we actually found out that Model 3 performances were pushed into inventory and there was discounts all the way up to $2,200 and around $80. But since then, it seems like that was a hot deal because those all sold out. I went to try and take a look at them to find them again, and they are not there at all. If you were to take a look, I can pull up Model 3 performance right now. There's only a handful of them, and none of them have any of the discounts. But luckily, I left this one open from yesterday. You can see it had a $2,280 discount on a Model 3 performance. So I think this is the threshold to look out for at the end, during the next quarter, which is going to be September or August. I think this is going to be the deal, if not better than this, to try and match that. But the next one is going to be Model X up to $10,000 discounts. The big thing with this one though is that none of these qualify for the federal tax credit because you have to have a price under $80,000. So this one might be a great deal with the 5-seater at almost $10,000 off, from $81,490 down to $71,990. They do have around 2,000 miles on this one and 2,000 miles on the red one right here. So it's okay, I guess. It's a decent deal, but none of them qualify for the tax credit to stack it on top of that. So really it's not the best deal at the moment. And also above 1,000 miles of demo mileage that's like the threshold. I really would not want to go above that. I think 1,000 miles on a demo vehicle, that's about the max cap that I would go. And the last one is Model Y, $2,000 discount. No real change there. We've seen $2,000 off on Model Y for at least a week now. And so certainly it is pretty interesting to see that there's certain discounts on certain models, but you can see right here, none of these actually qualify for the federal tax credit. So you got to be super careful now when you're shopping for Tesla vehicles. Of course, they've made it even a little bit more slightly convoluted with making it certain vehicles qualify for the tax credit and some don't. The easiest way is you can hit this toggle button right here so that you can turn on tax credit eligible vehicles so that you can see only certain ones that qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. But the best deals that you're going to find is going to be on performance ones, where we can see right now some of these have like $2,000 to $2,100 discounts on a Model Y performance. But another fun fact that we were just thinking about earlier today, I posted this, but it's wild to think that not too long ago, the Model Y Performance, a brand new one, was almost $70,000 and a Model Y long range was $66,000. Now today you can get a brand new Model X for $69,000 after the tax credit, shown by this screenshot right here. So values have definitely changed a ton over the past year. These prices for these Model Ys, when they were that that high was right back in January of 2023. So I guess a year and a half ago. And of course, it was a way different time back then. But certainly the competition is rolling up. We find this headline article from Bloomberg saying Tesla is about to lose its EV market majority in the US. And it basically refers to how everyone else, all the other manufacturers, all the other competition is slowly starting to get where Tesla is with all the different sales total, of course, that Tesla has, but all the other manufacturers combined are equaling to that. So still, they've got a long way to go for individual manufacturers to beat Tesla, but there are certain spots where Tesla is losing depending on different models and things like that in terms of other brands selling a little bit more than they are, but altogether, none of the other brands are selling as much as Tesla is. Tesla was early in the game, that is for sure, but we're starting to see more posts like this one. Shout out to Colton from Out of Spec Detail. EV leases, looking for another EV lease to replace my Model 3 long range that comes at the end of the lease in 90 days. What kind of lease deals have you been seeing for the following criteria? 24 to 36 months, around $450 a month with zero down, and room for 3 dogs. And we can see a flurry of posts here. Some people posted like the R1T with the friends and family discount. Kyle posted about the Blazer EV, but I don't think I've seen a deal on that one as well. This is probably the best list from Eric. Fisker Ocean, yes, of course, it's a bankrupt company, but those vehicles are relatively inexpensive. BZ4X, we saw lease payments as low as like $100 a month, so it does exist. Audi e-tron, I'm not sure if I've seen any deals around that 500, maybe same thing with Volvo XC40. I haven't seen that as all, but Nissan Leaf, I've definitely seen deals all the way as low as 100, and also the Nissan Aria, where we can see deals as low as $100 as well. So I wanted to show that because the competition is definitely ramping up, and I would say, don't be 100% committed to Tesla if you don't need to be. There's other deals out there that we talk about on the channel on a monthly basis that could be out there with low lease payments anywhere from $100 to $200 a month, where you're definitely not going to get that low on a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y. I think the lowest payment you're ever going to get on a Model 3 or Model Y is going to be about $500 a month, either a lease or something like that with like minimum amount down, but certainly it is a pretty interesting move. And so I would definitely do your research and see what other different vehicles could be available out there at a low lease payment. But if you're looking for the lowest lease payment for your Tesla or any EV, that's where channel sponsors like Tenet come into play. Tenet is an approved financing partner, Tesla financing partner, and can get you the lowest monthly payment for your electric vehicle or Tesla. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. And thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. If you want to see what some of their offers are, definitely head on over to their website. Hit the apply button in the top right for a soft inquiry, no obligation check, so you can see what type of payments that you can get. So definitely check out Tenet down below in the description.